Hello, and in this IELTS speaking video I'm going to look at the part 1 topic of perfume. Now I've seen questions online asking about perfume, but I've included aftershave as well because in the UK we talk about perfume for women and aftershave for men, and I don't know if they're only going to ask females this question or they're going to ask males and refer to it as aftershave. So it's important to remember perfume is what women use to smell nice and aftershave is what men use. So they may ask you, do you use perfume or aftershave? Yes, I do. I tend to use it every day. So if you are a person who does use perfume or aftershave, you could answer it like this. And I've included I tend to because it's a very good verb to use to impress the IELTS examiner, and it's for an activity or a thing that you do often. So it's like saying I usually use it, I tend to use it. But you might want to say, as a rule I do, but I often forget to put it on. So this is saying generally, as a rule, but I often forget to put it on. To put it on means to use it, to wear it. So this is another answer you could give. So you choose one of these, you don't use all of these in your answer. You might want to say, no, I don't, unless it's a special occasion, such as a wedding. So there you've got the vocabulary a special occasion. But if I was answering this question, I would say this. No, never. I'm allergic to perfume or any strong smells, so I avoid it at all times. And here we have some very complex language. I'm allergic to. If you're allergic to something, it causes a reaction. So for example, when I smell perfume, I get a very, very bad headache. I start sneezing. I find it difficult to breathe. So I'm allergic to it, so I can't use it. So you might want to say this, even if you're not allergic to it, but just to use some very complex vocabulary in your answer. Let's take a look at another question. So if you've answered that you do use perfume, they might go on to ask, what kind of perfume or aftershave do you like? To be honest, I don't really have a preference. I'll wear anything. And this is a useful phrase, I don't really have a preference, because often in IELTS Speaking Part 1 you're asked about what kinds of books you like, what kind of films you like, what kind of food you like, and you can just say I don't really have a preference. And this means there's not one that I like more than any others, I don't have a favourite. Or you could say, generally I prefer citrus fragrances, or generally I prefer vanilla fragrances. Fragrance is another word for a perfume or an aftershave, and it's talking about the smell. A fragrance is a smell, and so if you like citrus fragrances, you like the smell of lemon, these kinds of smells. But if you like vanilla fragrances, you like the smell of vanilla. And I pick these because I think these are two of the more popular fragrance smells. And it's using some complex vocabulary as well. So let's take a look at another question connected to this topic. What does perfume or aftershave mean to you? Now, I've only given one answer to this question because I think, you could say it has a special meaning, but I don't think many people think it's that important or that special. Well, it depends. If it has been bought for me by someone special, then it has a special meaning. But if I buy it, to be perfectly honest, it has no special meaning. It's just a pleasant smell. So I've used some very complex grammar, some passive there. If it has been bought for me by someone special, so then it has a special meaning. But if I buy it, to be perfectly honest, so some good discourse markers, it's just a pleasant smell. So instead of saying it smells nice, it's a pleasant smell. And let's take a look at the final question in this topic. Do you ever give perfume or aftershave as a gift? So I'm going to give you two possible answers. It's not something I have ever done because I think it's tricky to buy it for someone else because you don't know what they're like or what will suit them. So it's not something I have ever done because I wanted to get present perfect in there. IELTS examiners like students to use present perfect because it is quite a tricky tense in English. And I'm saying I don't know what will suit them. If something suits somebody, it looks good on them, or in this case it smells good on them, and I'm saying I don't know what will suit them. Yes, I do, but I make sure that I know exactly the brand of perfume or aftershave that the person uses before buying. So when we're talking about perfume, you might talk about the brand. So, for example, Chanel is a brand of perfume. Boss is a brand of perfume. So to add a little bit more vocabulary to your answer. It's quite a tricky topic, this one, if you haven't prepared, and I would certainly get shocked if I got this in the IELTS exam, because perfume, personally, is not something I ever think about or talk about. So I hope you found this video useful. Thanks for watching.